Hi, I'm Kay. Thank you so much for joining me for my wig review for this beautiful human hair wig called Adele in the color S7 Blonde Butterscotch by the lovely Superhairpieces. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Before we start, I would like to say a big thank you to Superhairpieces for sending me this piece. I will put the link to this piece down below in the description box, so you just have to expand it. Use this code and it will give you money off as well, and I will put it down in the description box below again as well. So let's dive straight in with the color. This is S7. S7 is called Blonde Butterscotch, and I think it describes this color really well. So you have this kind of butterscotch feel to this hair, so it's interspersed with some lighter blondes, and overall to me it's a warm leaning neutral color. S7 comes as an unrooted color. You might be thinking, what's happening here? Because you clearly can see the root. So I have asked them to add a medium brown root to it, so you can customize your pieces. So if you see a color and it's non-rooted and you want a root, I asked them to just add that color. And look how beautifully that root is done. So very natural. How it transitions, how it looks at the front. So natural, and it is throughout as well. I think they did a great job with this one. So natural. Here's the color outside, so hopefully you get a good idea of what this color looks like in natural outdoor light. Indoors, I have no artificial lights on, only a big window on this side. So hopefully that gives you a good idea. Let's talk about Adele. As you can see, Adele is a bob style. It is a human hair wig and is a medical wig, and I will show you in a minute why, mainly to do with the cap construction. So you have layers here, which I think gives it a little bit of a funky edge. I think if you look at the website, I don't think you can really see those layers as much. But you can see, hopefully, you have some shorter layers here and some shorter here, and then you have these longer bits at the front here, so it's almost like an A-line. So it's, I think it's really cool, a very cool style. It has a silk top, mono-filament top, and it has a French lace front, and the rest is very soft material covered wefts. It's so comfortable. So let's look at that French lace front. Now French lace is a little bit more movable, a bit more soft. Therefore, when you move the hair, if you like, you can see it flip up. It is because it's so soft, and therefore I at least don't feel it on me at all. So that's why it's a medical wig. So if you have complete hair loss and you might be a little bit sensitive to, harsh materials, that will really help with that. But you have to be aware that it might flick up. So either leave it alone or you can use adhesive. But it's really beautifully done. And then you have that mono top, which is on a silk. So it's a silk top. And that means you can part it wherever you like up here, and you get the appearance of scalp. You might want to pluck this a little bit. I think it's actually really well done. I don't think you can really see it on the camera as it looks in real life. I think in real life you can see the scalp, so to speak, really well. I might pluck it a little bit, but I don't really think you need to. So let's talk about the fit. This is a petite average size fit cap. I put the measurements for the cap here just to give you an idea of where it sits. I have a 21.5 inch circumference. On me, this fits beautifully. There is space to tighten it a lot, and I have it on the second to last adjusters, and it fits beautifully. It's very light. It sits really close to my head, which I adore. As you hopefully can see, hardly any gapping. So if you are below 21.5, there is enough room to tighten it, and I think it would fit really nicely. If you have a 22-inch, I think it might still fit, but I think it would be snug. So again, I have no way of measuring it, but because you can widen it a little bit more, it might fit. But please check that with Superhairpieces. As I said, I have no way of measuring it. On my 21.5-inch, it's beautiful. It fits like it's made for me. This is largely to do with the sizing. I am a petite average, but also, and I will show you that in a minute, with the silicone grips that are in this cap. So let's look at this now straight away. This cap is beautiful. And as I said, it's so comfortable. So you have a silk top, monofilament top, and you have silicone pieces going across it. So it really grips to your head. I don't need any adhesives whatsoever. As I said though, you might want to glue this lace front down a little bit. Completely up to you how it fits you. Then you have silicone covered ear tabs, and you have metal stays in them. Again, here it helps grip to your skin. You can use it to put adhesives on it, but for me, as I said, I don't need any adhesives whatsoever. It just grips it nicely, doesn't move at all. And then you have an extended nape, and again, you have the silicone at the back here, and it helps too that it doesn't move. And then you have really soft material that covers the wefts. A little bit of stretch in this cap as well. So let's talk about the hair now. So that is 100% human hair. It's Remy Chinese human hair, so it's a naturally straight look. This has 110% density. That means it's a very natural density. As you can see, there really is hardly, if at all, any poof. Like a little bit of poof, you can get it in, but you will need hairspray or things like that to get that a little bit more poofy. Or you can add waves to it, which gives it a little bit more volume as well. I really quite like this straightened look. I think it's really pretty. Now, I put in here a video of me unboxing it. Human hair, if you're new to human hair wigs, human hair in a box, out of the box it will need styling. So you can see it had box hair, if you want to call it that. It needed styling. So don't be scared of getting it out and treating it like your bio hair. So you can add heat to it, just use heat protectant on it, and just style it how you would like your bio hair to look. What else I did is I found my part where I wanted it. Again, if you're new to it, it might be really useful for you to know how to change a part. So I then sprayed it with water and then used a comb to part it, and then just made sure I put it where I wanted it. So that's all where it needs to be. And then I use a hairdryer to dry the fibers and maybe pull it a little bit, hold it not too much, and then you just use the hairdryer and the fibers will direct that way. And you do it on this side as well, and the heat from the above, and pull it slightly, and then the part will sit there. I also moved this up a little bit. Hopefully, as you could see from the unboxing reel, it was quite floppy. So I kind of did the same thing. So I added some water and clipped it back on both sides like that. I probably have a picture of that somewhere. And because it was so hot here in the UK at that time, I just let it air dry. But if you want to use a hairdryer and do the same, flip it back whilst it's wet, and then just use a hairdryer. So you redirect the fibers to where you want them. So that's pretty much what I did to this piece to make it look from this to this. The other thing to note, you might have seen it when I did the unboxing, the lace front comes down a little bit, so you would have to trim it to where you want it to be. Like I said, it's human hair, so you can style it like you buy your hair. So add heat, that means you can straighten it, you can curl it, whichever way you want to deal with it. So you can pull it off your neck, but because you have these layers here at the front, they will fall out, but it is possible to have it off your neck. Always good to know for summer. I think this is an ideal piece for summer. I will probably wear it throughout the winter as well, because in the winter I quite like shorter ones, so when you have a scarf and the roll necks and all that, it doesn't get too tangled up. Half up, half down. Again, this layer here is not quite long enough, so it will fall out, which I like. I like the messy look, but I would probably move this here as well. And look how adorable this looks. If you don't like this falling out, you can just clip it back. Easily ear tuckable. These ear tabs are so flush to the head. Really nice. You know, it's literally what wig. It's just pretty. Sun hat or any kind of hat, easy to wear with this one as well, because it is such a natural density. You don't really have any problems here. So I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, any comments, please put them down below. And thank you again to Superhairpieces for sending me this piece. Don't forget, the direct link to this piece is down below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook at KWearsWigs. Have a lovely day, and I hope I see you very soon. Bye.